And now, the national anthem of Jamaica.
Well, there are the anthems here in the Kingston Indoor Sports Centre in Jamaica as we are ready to get underway here with Jamaica facing off against the Bahamas. We see our officiating crew getting ready to get underway in what should be an exciting game here in FIBA America's qualifying action to the 2027 World Cup. So these teams coming after the first international window that was played in November with very different fortunes. It was a superb window for Jamaica, going 2-0 in 2 victories over Puerto Rico. For the Bahamas, they went down 0-2 twice to Canada. As we see our officials there for today's game, it is Daniel Garcia from Venezuela, Carlos Velez from Colombia, and Franco Anselmo from Argentina. So the teams have gone to their benches. They'll discuss this. As we said, it is You know, a Jamaican team that comes in off the back of 2 great wins for them over Puerto Rico. And what it means is victory for Jamaica would mean they have qualified into the second round here. What an amazing achievement that would be for them 3 games into qualification. We are in the 4 teams of Group B with the top 3 teams qualifying. For the Bahamas, though, there is Clark, Miller, Smith, Mobley and Miller, the starting 5 for this Bahamas team. It is a team that's probably led by Franco Miller, the number 3. He was the tournament's leading scorer at the 2025 America Cup. And 2 rising powers really here in America's basketball, as Bahamas made the America Cup for the first time since 1995. Only twice in their history have they made it through to that level of competition. So a great opportunity for them, you know, to build off the back of that successful campaign. But they're facing off against a team in Jamaica that we said is riding high after coming through pre-qualifiers to get to this stage of the World Cup qualification. They got those 2 big wins over Puerto Rico. Superb window for them, and a win here would see them qualify into the second round. So they'll go with Thelwell, Facey, Thomas, Udige and Cockburn on the inside for head coach Richard Turner. And remember, results will carry forward from the first round into the second round. So for these teams and for head coach Richard Turner, we see there, they will know that every game is vital. Every game counts for something. Not only will Jamaica be looking at the opportunity to cement their place into the second round, but they will be hoping to take forward the best record possible. And with those 2 games against Canada still to come for Jamaica here in this qualification, they would want to get as many wins as they can to take forward into the second round. So players out onto the floor, you know, for the Jamaican team. It is probably going to be Kofi Cockburn on the inside that we're going to have to watch. Also Chase Udige that will be doing it for them in the backcourt. But first we'll have a moment's silence here as both teams and the fans will observe. This is the basketball community mourns the sudden passing of Fabien Bordeaux, the president of FIBA Americas at the age of 64. A devoted and influential leader, he made a lasting contribution to the growth of our sport across the region. So after that, we will get to action here in Kingston. It is off and underway, so welcome to World Cup qualification. Bahamas facing off against Jamaica. The jump ball is up and is controlled by the home team. Jamaica in the black uniforms. Bahamas starting off on the defensive end in man-to-man. We're in their white uniforms. There's the ball waiting on that far side. Slow start for Jamaica. Will take a tough three, but there is the man on the inside. Kofi Cockburn showing what a threat he is. The offensive rebound and kick out. Another missed three, though, for Jamaica. And it is the Bahamas who'll get the ball. They quickly go the other way as Miller, Franco Miller that is, misses a three. And Garvin Clark high fives his team on the way back. So both teams look to get underway from the three-point line. Early stages here, but both miss on their opening possessions. Now it's Jamaica through Thelwell, bringing it down. And we'll go back to that same sort of shuffle action. Here comes off the stagger screen for Jamaica. The three from Thomas doesn't go, but another offensive rebound. Andrew Thelwell it is. He holds it, waits on that far side. His pass for Cockburn is turned over, and here comes Mobley. Isaiah Mobley showing his versatility as he brings it down. Now he'll set that screen for Clark. Clark gives it up to Miller. Said Miller is the scoring threat as he leaves it to the outside and gives it to his namesake. It is Tavario Miller knocking down the three ball. The captain for this Bahama team gets some off the mark with the early lead. And now for Jamaica, once more they're looking to the inside, but Tavario Miller takes it away. Numbers for the Bahamas here. Kick it out, open look, far side is good. Back-to-back triples. And this time it is Franco Miller knocking it down for the Bahamas. We said they come into this one 0-2, but arguably they faced off against the group favourites in Canada in their opening two games. So this is a crucial game for the Bahamas to try and keep alive their chances of qualification as Jamaica get themselves off the mark, get the crowd into the game here. As the opening score goes to Facey. High screen again for Miller, gets his man on his back, goes to the floater, tough shot, bounces clear. And the crowd applaud the defensive stop. Come the other way, Thomas has it, his pass though, turned over. Nearly given back by Bahamas. Eventually they do secure the ball. They're looking for Miller here, a little sidestep from him, smooth stroke. And you always knew that was going down. Franco Miller looking smooth as he has 6 in the early stages. So a hot start from Bahamas, 3 threes for them. But quickly the other way, the driving finish is good. But an instant response is another triple. 4 threes already for the Bahamas here. Jamaica going to have to pick up that defensive effort. They've come out a little flat in these opening few minutes, and right now the Bahamas taking advantage. The response from 3 from Jamaica doesn't go for Odige. Now the Bahamas go the other way. Think about firing another one and get it over to the hot hand of Miller. Miller loses it, falls, and goes out of bounds. And looks towards the official. He's not getting the call, though. And good defense applaud by Thomas there for Jamaica. So it is an end-line possession. Jamaica not in any hurry, happy to get into this half-court game. This is where they can use the size, the threat of Cockburn if they can get him the ball in and around the basket. He's, of course, a dangerous offensive rebounding threat. There is Cockburn, can't finish, and good work defensively to snatch in the rebound by Miller. Here goes Mobley the other way, takes the contact and gets the finish. Well, a rare 2 for this Bahamas team. But Mobley gets it to go. Cockburn goes to the soft touch off the front of the rim. He has that finesse game as well as the power. The team's trading baskets as Mobley gives it up to Miller. Miller to Tavario Miller now. He's trying to find Clark, who's denied. Clark off the screen, wants another one as the defense slips underneath. Here he is, trying to take the 3. Bounces clear. Well, they started off so hot from beyond the three-point line, Bahamas. The question is, can they sustain that through the game? Or will they get trigger happy and the percentages come back to the average? It is Jamaica now with possession. Odige with a lot of room gets to his mid-range jumper, and you cannot give that man that much space. Well, Odige is a known scoring threat throughout world basketball, just wanders into a mid-range jump shot. There's going to be one response there. So it is, again, into the hands of Clark. Now Miller. Miller loses it. It's picked up still by the Bahamas. Shot clock getting lower now, turned over. Foot race to the other end is easily won by Thelwell to get himself off the mark. Jamaica bring it within 6. Both teams happy to play this slow tempo. Miller says, let's slow it down. Kicks it to Mobley for 3. Doesn't go, long rebound. Here comes Jamaica. Gliding in for 2. Here's Facey. And Jamaica getting some stops, getting themselves back into the game here. Clark has it. We'll use this high screen. Clark to Miller, Tavario Miller. His 3 comes up short. Mobley with a good offensive rebound finds Miller here. And it's turned over. Aldige looking to run, and a foul is called. Oh, the crowd getting into everything right now. Basket after the buzzer. Won't be given. Sideline possession. We'll see the first substitution coming in today. And now we'll have our first timeout. So it will be called by the Bahamas. Good start for them, but they've gone cold in these last couple of minutes from beyond the 3-point line. See if that's something they'll talk about in the timeout, settling for that 3-point shot, or if there's something they need to prove on the defensive end. But an entertaining start here. These two teams closely matched. We expect a close one, despite the fact that they have that such discrepancy in their records coming into the game. So we'll try and listen in and see what the Bahamas have to say in their timeout. Had a little bit of the timeout then for the Bahamas. You know, the one thing I picked up on there really was the need to put pressure on the rim. See if they're able to do that coming out of the timeout. As Jamaica failed to convert. The offensive rebound, though, for Cockburn is good. And the instant score does put pressure on the rim. So they get themselves the lead back once again. Here is Aldige pulling up for 3. He's got himself going now, going to his right. Chase Aldige gets his team the lead for the first time. 17-16. High screen for Clark to find his big man. No options, though, for Miller. Now Clark goes to the tough pull-up, doesn't go. Cockburn with the rebound. Only one winner there. As Aldige dances in off the glass, doesn't go. Falls to the floor, chance to run numbers for the Bahamas here. Can they get a high-quality look? Mobley gets deep, finds Miller. Miller takes the contact, no foul, but lays it up for 2. Nearly a steal from Clark, good hands from him, and then a double dribble scored. Sorry, it's Miller who was playing some great defense there. Franco Miller went in for the steal. created the confusion. Good work from him. And substitutions will come in. So Bahamas, they go to the bench, and you know, this is going to be a key battle because they'll take out the size of Tavario Miller. They'll go a little bit smaller now, so it may well be Isaiah Mobley. He's going to have to play that 5 position, try and match up with Kofi Cockburn on the inside. But at this end of the floor, will the versatility of Mobley allow them to be a little bit more, you know, stretch-like, pull the big man away from the basket? That is the battle there. You can see the two matched up. So here comes Mobley to set the screen. Cockburn trying to stay in the paint. He doesn't want to leave it too much. As another 3 is good for the Bahamas. Their 5th 3-point shot then is nailed. And it's Samuel Hunter fresh into the game, knocking it down. Now pressure from the Bahamas, trying to deny that reversal pass. Here comes Aldij. Aldij going to his left. He makes it. He's fouled as well. Well, Aldij has gone right. He's gone left. He's done it off the catch. He's done it off the dribble. What a start for him. He has 10 points already. A bit of the line for a bonus as well. There's somebody from the Bahamas team undercut him. It was Franco Miller that was called for it. His first foul. And here is Aldij at the line. And he adds the bonus. You just feel like he's already got himself going here. We're only 8 minutes into the game, but it could be a big night for Chase Aldij. Issue with the clock. Referee picks it up, so we'll stop play here. Go to the sideline. Tied at 21. So this is going to be an interesting battle now. The smaller lineup for the Bahamas, which of course have been burying the 3-point shot. 5 of 9 they are as a team. And how they will react to this bigger Jamaican lineup with Kofi Cockburn on the inside. So it is brought in from the side. Here comes Miller. Miller draws the attention of Cockburn, turns it over, chance to run. Here comes Jamaica. Thelwell spins away. He's fouled. Just the 3rd foul of this first quarter. All have gone against the Bahamas. Sideline possession then. Small substitutions come in for Jamaica. Out heads Kenton Facey. And Aldij now to the step back. Bounces clear on this occasion. Better defense from the Bahamas as Miller gets it. Head of steam for him. Gets himself to the lane. Nice little kick out. The extra pass. Wide open shot. Deserved the points. But they'll keep possession here as now Mobley moves it on. And another 3 is good. Well, it's Miller again. It is going to be a guard shootout here. Miller versus Aldij, because those two have started brightly. 3rd 3 for Franco Miller. He's got 11 points as Cockburn gets it to the inside and scores. Here's Clark. Clark to Mobley. Mobley trying to attack. And this is the battle. Look at the defense of Cockburn. Great work from him, and he's going to nearly generate the turnover. Stays with Bahamas. Mobley believes he's fouled. Mobley's going to go out. There's a short blow for Tavario Miller there. He'll come back in. Bahamas go to their bench as well. And for Jamaica, Romario Gil wears the number 35. Imposing figure, those long arms, there he is playing defense. Comes in. So Miller for 3. Doesn't get it to go that time. The score is good for Jamaica, gives them the lead once more. Quickly the other way into that low post area. Hunter squares up, buries the 3 earlier. Now he's added a long jump shot as well. And 2 is good. Last 10 seconds of this first quarter, Jamaica have it. Thirlwell holding and waiting, using that high screen, will take the 3 and banks it home. Thirlwell on the buzzer to cap off a high-scoring first quarter here. 3s galore as the 2 teams have combined for 10 threes. Thirlwell has 5, and it's Jamaica that have the slender lead at the end of the first period. There it is at quarter time then. Jamaica 28, Bahamas 26. That's the bank 3 that sends us to the benches. But what a shooting night it is for both teams. You see the numbers. Both teams over 40% for 3, over 65% for 2-point range as well. Plays from the first quarter, and he started off with a lot of 3s from the Bahamas. First 9 points of the game for them all came from on the 3-point line. The Millers, both of them got going, especially Franco Miller, who said by average he was the lead scorer at the 2025 America. And you can see why with the way he started this one, but Jamaica brought themselves back into it. Shot ball well with themselves, led by Chase Audige, the number 17. Here he is, knocking down 3 of his 11 points in that first quarter. He was the main player alongside that inside power of Kofi Cockburn, who ended the first quarter with 6 points and 3 rebounds. So 2 teams, have matched themselves in that first 10 minutes. We'll see if it continues. So scan the QR code to get the courtside 1891 app, or log in via the web to watch live streams and extended highlights of FIBA competitions. It will be a Bahamas ball coming out to start the second quarter. Just looking at the 5 they have on the floor. It is Joel Bailey, the number 1 for the first time. Sorry, for Jamaica it is Bailey, Thirlwell, De La Tibiere, Fraser, Gill. For Bahamas, they'll have Franco Miller, Rowley, Davis, Hunter and Miller, Tavario Miller that is, on the floor. No delay here while we get the scoreboard sorted in the arena. See if this delay will slow down either of these 2 teams. Both come into this second quarter scoring freely. Bahamas did score 88 in their last game against Canada, and even in the loss in the first game that they played, they put up 75. So they're a relatively high-scoring team for Jamaica. We know that they can put up points, scored over 90 in both of their 2 victories over Puerto Rico, especially the second one for them on the road in Coliseo Roberto Clemente. It was a 97-92 victory, a great win for them, as they swept Puerto Rico, as we mentioned. And on that occasion for Jamaica, it was Chase Audige that led the way, 20 points, but a load of guys joined him in double figures. Romain Thomas had 18, and Tarrant de la Patidiere had 15 as well off the bench. Cockburn with the double of 15 points and 12 rebounds. were the stars for this Jamaican team. We've already seen a number of those guys, contributing in the early stages. So referee's still talking this one out as we have a delay in the game. And now it looks like we are ready to get underway for quarter number 2 here. For Jamaica, victory, and they will have already sealed their qualification into the second round of the World Cup qualifying in the road to Qatar 2027. For the Bahamas, looking for their first win. It's still very much alive for one of those 3 qualification spots, with games against Jamaica and Puerto Rico to come. As Hunter continues his hot shooting night, knocking down that long 2. 7 points personal for him now. Miller uses that high screen, trying to find some room behind the back pass. Finds Travario Miller, and he knocks down his second triple. Well, the Millers combining there. Great work. Excellent pick and pop play. As now Jamaica trying to make something happen. Possession for the Bahamas after the turnover then. Clark back into the game. Two shots to come then from Samuel Hunter. Gets himself to the line. Hunter plays his club basketball in Austria for BC Vienna. Makes the first. Two of 2 from him. Great scoring output. As he's got 9. Jamaica looking to go to the inside. It's rejected, but a foul is going to be called. Looks like it's going to go against the number 4 from the Bahamas. That is Godfrey Roll. Second misses. So it is 28-33. Bahamas with the lead. They have the ball now. Another 3 is up. Hunter has been the hot hand, and it continues for him. Samuel Hunter, 12 points in just 4.5 minutes for him. Smoking hot here in Kingston as he's led the Bahamas out to this 8-point lead. Foul is called. Sideline possession. Jamaica There's no Cockburn, there's no Aldige on the floor right now for them. Excuse me, Aldige has just subbed back in. You need to find a way to play through him on this offensive end. See if he can get a touch as Gill will take the long jumper, misses. Another rebound. Bahamas are going to be out on the break here. Miller slams it home. Great work for the Bahamas. Surely a timeout coming for Jamaica here. It's a 10-point game now. Somehow, some way, they've got to find their way back into the game. They do so with a great move and finish on that occasion. So Tyron Dilatibaudiere gets the finish for them, gets the score. Now he's going to create the turnover as well. 5 on 4. Here he is, getting to his left, gliding in for 2 more. Great work, as you can see. That was a 12-2 run for the Bahamas over that time until the score as Mobley tries to get some momentum back. But Jamaica snatch it in, and now they'll bring it down through Aldige. Aldige fades, gets it to go. How smooth is that? And those 2 scores for Jamaica just give them a little bit of confidence now. As another 3 is good for Aldige again. So a shootout continues here. Clark not in a hurry, slowing it down, using the screen from Miller. On that far side, it's tipped away. There is Chase Aldige. What a first half for him. Oh, we've still got a long way to go in this first half, but 15 points personal. Like I said, it just feels like he's got himself going now. As Cockburn comes back in after trailing by 10 just a minute ago. It's now down to a 2-point game. There is Aldige, the man that has brought Jamaica back. 15 of the 36 points. As Miller gets it to the inside, tries to finish over Cockburn, can't. Chance to run, Aldige has it. Pulls up, heat check for him. Misses on this occasion as the Bahamas have some numbers. Going the other way, Miller misses. Good work from Mobley with the offensive rebound. They want another 3, the Bahamas, but they don't get it. 2 good opportunities for them. They both bounce clear though, as it was Hunter, they couldn't get that one to go. Cockburn now, giving it up. Facey gives it up, and then the score. Quickly the other way, Bahamas can't finish. And now Jamaica with this momentum. Go to Cockburn. Cockburn's got 2 feet in the lane, deep position, and lays it up for the easy 2. Great work from him. There's this response from Franco Miller. Key man stepping up for the Bahamas when they need him. Franco Miller, 13 points now for him. Both teams trading baskets here in this second quarter as the jumper is up, but misses badly. He was trying to play for the foul on that occasion, was Thomas. And Miller goes the other way, can't finish. The putback is good. Good follow for Davis. Tries to check on Miller. Seems to be okay. So confusion here. As Davis got the score and made it 42 to 38. The score was missed for Jamaica though, so that's now been corrected. So 42 plays 40. It is Jamaica with possession. Here is Cockburn. He has it, trying to force his way to the rim and lays it up for two. Well, that's the battle we were talking about earlier, the size and strength of Cockburn on the inside, and now the speed, the perimeter play of Mobley here. Here he is, looking to put it on the deck, draws a second defender, and now the jump shot rattles in and out as Jamaica grabbed the defensive rebound. So it is Cockburn at the line. First one is good for him. Second one misses. Defensive rebound for Hunter. Jumper is good. Smooth from Miller, and as always, knocking it down. Inside, outside. Now Jamaica's chance to respond. They do. Well, that got the crowd going. And fired up McDonald, knocking it down. Marcus McDonald, just 18 years of age, enjoying this stage as he's going to pick up the personal foul. So foul will mean end-line possession. Neither team in the bonus here. It's a tough matchup, isn't it, for McDonald, the teenager, facing off against Franco Miller. And as we said, has already got himself going in this game. Here he is. Miller kicking it out. Nice little fake and pull up for the Bahamas. Two more on a jump shot. Smooth looking stroke on that occasion for Kentwin Smith. Gives them the lead once again. Cockburn has it to the inside. Little step through. Great footwork from the big man. Can't finish. Offensive rebound goes to Thomas. Thomas thought about it. Steps to the side and then buries the three-point shot. Great work from him. No hurry whatsoever. Got his feet set. As Clark looking around, kicks it. Franco Miller wants this screen. Little inside-outside dribble, fires the three, too strong. Smith trying to keep it alive for his team. Mobley saves it. Mobley gets it back. Bullies his way to the rim, but is going to be waved away, the offensive foul. And it's Thomas making plays at both ends. Got the score, then takes the charge. Just dropped the shoulder, Mobley, didn't he? Created the contact. That's what the referee saw and didn't like. So second foul against Mobley, as there'll be a timeout here called by the Bahamas. I'll talk this one over. Second timeout called by the Bahamas here. They trail by 2. So it's Jamaica possession then. After the offensive foul. 2:10 left. See if they go through. Chase Ordish here. Here he is into the game with the sideline possession, bringing it in. 15 points for him, 13 for Cockburn as well. Those two combined for 28 then. So it is to Cockburn. As Ordish moves to that far side. Now he's going to get some space. Ordish all the way, glides in and then slams it home. Well, what hasn't this man done? Been everywhere, both ends of the floor. Ordish just showed the offensive package today. Jamaica now 4 points in the lead. 51 plays 47. Last 90 seconds and change of this first half. Good defense from Jamaica, but a tough shot is good for the Bahamas, and Clark knocking it down. Quick three is blocked. Good work from that man, Smith. But it's going to stay at this end of the floor as Jamaica managed to regain possession. In line for them then. I'll move it back to Cockburn now. Ordish, two-man game with those two. 7 on the clock. Ordish draws a lot of attention, steps out of bounds as he tried to drive the baseline. Good defense from Bahamas there. 1:07 left then. It's Clark has possession. He waits for Davis. He's denied. So Clark dancing with the ball, backs it out, draws the switch. Nice little find. As Smith steps to the side, doesn't get it. Cockburn, the only winner on that defensive rebound. He gives it up, and now Ordish has the ball. Chance to go 2 for 1 here if he wants to go quickly. He does, goes to his left, and he's going to be fouled. It will be 2 shots as well, team fouls. So a smart play from Chase Ordish. He knew time and score, knew the foul situation, drove hard to his left, as he likes to do. And what that means is he will get to the line for 2 shots here, and there'll be 13 seconds plus probably a little bit more for Jamaica on their final possession of the first half. So Ordish at the line for 2 shots. In the game, 7 of 14 from the field he is already in this one. Second is also good. So Ordish moves to 19 points personal. Bahamas, you can hear him saying, if you picked it up on the microphones, quick shot. See if they can get one up to take away the 2 for 1 we talked about Jamaica having. A timeout will be called by Jamaica. So we'll listen in, see why Jamaica called that timeout. Will they set defensive strategy? Will they try to use those fouls to give here? Bahamas would have had the opportunity to draw up some offense here. I mean, for them, if they can get a shot in that first 5 seconds, gives them the opportunity to get the 2 for 1. I think that from the conversations we picked up, that the slight wordage in that Jamaica timeout, they might come with some pressure here to see if they can slow down the early attack. Yeah, a little bit of zone press for Jamaica. Take away that 2 for 1, see what happens, and they're going to turn it over. Well, the timeout works for Jamaica. The long arms of Romain Thomas deflects the pass from Smith back off of him while he was standing out of bounds. So Jamaica have it, and within an inbound, if they take a shot here, it could be a 3 for 1. They go up high, Cockburn, but he turns it over. So now Bahamas, they look to run. Smith trying to make up for it, loses it. Clark picks it up, and Clark lays it up 4-2. Smart play for Clark, but it does mean that pretty much this final possession will be for Jamaica. Aldish thought about going early, says let's not hurry. Goes to Cockburn now, he's not worried about the time. Immediately lays it up on his man. He had the inside position, but 10 seconds left for the Bahamas to get the final score of this first half. Miller gets to his right, he is fouled, and will be at the line for 2 shots here. Cockburn doesn't like the call. It's just his first personal foul. There's only been, you know, a small number of fouls called on Jamaica, just their 3rd of the entire game. They went the whole of that first quarter without picking up any personals. So perhaps it's something they should have used a little earlier rather than once Miller got into the act of shooting, because now he's at the line for 2. Miller's first is good. Oh, what a guard battle between him and Chase Aldish. Miller, 16 points personal. Aldish has 19 at the half. There's still 2.7 seconds. Probably shouldn't speak too early, as the second is good. One final chance for Jamaica. They get it in. McDonald trying to find some room. Too many dribbles, though. Won't get that way in time. Either way, bounces clear. So what a first half. High scoring here in Kingston, as there's just 2 points separating these two teams. It is Jamaica that have the 55-53 lead over the Bahamas at the half. Well, the numbers will be as impressive as they were in the end of the first quarter. Both teams shooting it well. There you can see over 65% for 2, over 45 or 45 and over from 3-point range. Rebounding battle relatively even, as turnovers even as well. We'll see the battle for individual scoring, and as we said, Miller versus Aldish at the top there, but Cockburn and Hunter, the big men from either side, pitching in, and then Tavario Miller with double digits for the Bahamas as well. Highlights then from the first half, and no surprise, we see a 3, because both teams have been shooting it well from beyond the 3-point line. They've combined for 14 3-point makes in that first 20 minutes. And, you know, some high quality shooting displays from both teams. Mentioned here, Chase Aldish, the performance he's put on the floor in that first 20 minutes. 19 points and 2 assists for him. Done a bit of everything all over the floor, but he's nearly been matched at the other end by Miller. He's had 18 points and 3 assists of his own, Franco Miller, to lead the charge for the Bahamas. So a long way to go in this one, but we're going to take a break from action here from Kingston. We'll be back for the second half, as there's just 2 points between these two teams in this crucial game in qualification for the World Cup 27.
How many times are we going to see this? Baseline, are you kidding me? Papa Nicolau says, give it to me. I go tax the closeout, beat Bruno inside. Fills it. Here's the big two-hander. Get out of the way. Things are about to get rough. Shot to Uruguay to win it. Who's going to throw it up? The pass! Bang! Martin Rojas stealing the spotlight. He got it away in time. He gets Uruguay the win. We're in for a showdown here tonight. Let's get this body size. Oh my goodness sakes, that's a throwdown. Goes in for the dunk. Good night. Too big, too strong, and just too good. Bogdanovic, who goes in and scores. Ah! This is what it's all about. It's all one big basketball family, folks. Winning time. Both teams over the limit. You have got to be kidding me!
halftime here in Kingston as Jamaica face off against the Bahamas. It is a 2-point game at the half. Jamaica 55, Bahamas 53. Jamaica came into this game with a 2-0 record in Group B, matching Canada, who also went 2-0 in the opening international window. And what that meant is a victory for Jamaica here against the Bahamas would see them qualify as one of the top 3 finishers in Group B into the second round. So Bahamas needing their first win. They started off brightly. They shot the ball extremely well from beyond the 3-point line. They've made 9 threes in their first half, but they still trail by 2 in large part thanks to the double-headed monster of Chase Odish and Kofi Cockburn of Jamaica. Odish leads the way, 19 points personal for him. Cockburn has 15 points on the inside for the Bahamas. They are led by their high-scoring guard, Franco Miller, who had 18. And then 12 for Samuel Hunter and 10 for Tavario Miller. So we are off and underway then. It is Jamaica that have possession to start off the second half, and Bahamas showing a 2-3 zone for the opening possession. See if that's something they stick in as the second half begins the way the first half did. Well, the first half ended. It's 2 more points for Chase Odish. He moves now to, 21 points personal. Gives his team this 4-point lead. Man-to-man defense from Jamaica. As Mobley misses, and Jamaica get it safely into the hands of Thirlwell. Here he is as it's man-to-man defense this time from the Bahamas. Thomas behind his back takes the jumper, doesn't go. Cockburn with the rebound, lays it up for 2 more, and the 2 stars for Jamaica, both getting themselves on the scoreboard. The opening 2 possessions of the second half. Here's Miller finding Tavario Miller. Deep position for him. Can he finish? He can. Good work for Tavario Miller there. Odish the other way. Takes a quick 3. Doesn't get it. It's going to stay with Jamaica though. It's another possession for the home team. Thirlwell will bring it in. Wild 3 though for Facey. Misses everything as Mobley tries to get one of his own. Doesn't go. Good work from Bahamas, and now up high as the basket is good and a foul is called. So Smith will get the score. The attempted charge from Thomas is denied, and there'll be a chance for the bonus. Here we see Odish loses it. Smith does well to pick it up. Thomas tries to get there. You can see he's got feet on the line. Didn't establish position either in time. At the line then. Comes on Smith. There's a quick glimpse of Richard Turner, Jamaican head coach there. Free throw doesn't go though. As Facey brings it in. Thirlwell looks and sees a zone once more for the Bahamas. I'm going to know where Odish is as it goes into man-to-man, but it doesn't matter what your defense you're in if you're just going to allow a man to turn and drive that easily and then collect 2 offensive rebounds, make it 3. And Jamaica will be frustrated. They've got to get these from the line. As Facey and Cockburn both had great opportunities to secure that 2 points there. Facey must make them from the line. 4 points, 3 rebounds for him. He's the captain of this Jamaican team. So Quentin Facey plays basketball in France for Cannes. This is the first. And the second. Opportunity missed. We said 4 offensive rebounds to come away with no points. Frustration for Jamaica. Can the Bahamas capitalise? Clark trying to find some room. Nice feed to the inside. Tavaria Miller puts it home. He has a strong game on the inside. Has Tavaria Miller. 14 points now for him. As Odij finds some space. Cockbone, another offensive rebound. They are dominating the glass, Jamaica, and this time they put it away. Facey makes the second chance points count. Clark trying to come off the screen, has time and space. They can't hit the 3. Thelwell guarded closely from Clark, trying to push him away from that screen. As Thomas fires the 3 and it's good. Great work from Thomas, knocking down another 3 for Jamaica. And 6th of the game. Miller tries to respond and does, or I've not said his name, in this second half. Franco Miller moves to 21 points now, as you can see. That's the 10th triple for the Bahamas. Thomas is feeling it, tries to go back to back. Perhaps a little early on that one. As now Miller takes it. He doesn't get it to go. Falls to the floor. He's out of position. As Facey tries to run in transition, loses it, but off the leg of Mobley. So it will stay with Jamaica. Substitutions for Bahamas then. As Mobley heads to the bench. As does Smith, Davis and Hunter in. Odij for 3, comes up short. Great work on the offensive glass, but foot out of bounds for Odij. I mean, how did he get his own rebound on that one? So it is Bahamas trailing by 2 with possession. Miller's fallen to the floor, so I think there's a wet spot. We'll take a break on this scene 2. Referees ensuring the players remain safe here. Odij and Miller matching up now. It's a battle everyone wants to see as Cockburn and Tavaria Miller facing off there. Still we await the floor to be seen. And looked at. Chase Odij has done everything. He's been mopping the floor now. 21 points, 2 assists. Added a further assist there with helping the young man mop the floor. So it is into the low post. Tough hook doesn't go. The offensive rebound is good. And it's Tavaria Miller. Once again, he's had a strong second half. 6 points already for him as a quick response. Doesn't go for Thelwell. Bahamas tied the game, looking to push here. Clark gets to his spot, rises up, and knocks it down. Always felt like that one was going to go, didn't you? Clark knew where he wanted to get to. And it is Bahamas with a lead. Timeout called. There you can see Clark on the shot that caused the timeout. Just getting to that elbow area, making the jumper. Jamaica going to take this one over. Out of the timeout then, you get a chance to listen in very well. See what Jamaica are able to do. They go to Cockburn. And he's just going to force his way to the basket, but he might have been rejected. Offensive rebound is good. Basket is good, but an offensive foul. And we get confirmation on that. I believe the basket has been awarded to Jamaica, to Thomas. That makes it 66 apiece, but then an offensive foul, probably against Cockburn a little bit. Yeah, it is called against the number 21. Yeah, called against him. So it'll be Bahamas ball. The basket counts though. So possession now. There's another whistle, another stoppage in play. Some timing issue. The referees are trying to fix it. Chase Ortiz looks on. Bahamas trying to get it in bounds. Have to go to this near side. The two Millers have the possession now. Franco Miller skips it. Davis the extra pass. Good ball movement from the Bahamas, and they're rewarded with a nice little finish for Godfrey Roll. Great work. Everybody touching it. Everybody sharing the basketball for the Bahamas as it goes to Cockburn again. Double team comes, gets it out of his hands. Can they capitalize? The runner doesn't go, and the Bahamas come away with the stop. And bring it the other end with Hunter, Samuel Hunter. He showed the shooting ability. Now he's going to put it on the deck and be fouled as he draws the switch against Thirlwell. Possession. Miller will be the man to bring it in. Oh, it's Miller rolling to the rim, but a foul is called. He's going to get it go against Cockburn. Number 3 on him. Heavy foul. It's team fouls now against Jamaica. Cockburn frustrated. Doesn't like it. And they have to give him a minute's blow here. Let him calm down. You want him to pick up his fourth. Yeah, he's going to head to the side. Too early for such an important player to pick up another personal. So he's going to sit here for a minute. What will Jamaica do without him in the game? They're going to go smaller. We saw Gill come in and play some minutes in that first half. Mario Gill, he's not out there. And they're going to have to deal with Tavario Miller if he can get the ball. You see, it's a 9-2 run for the Bahamas. And now get to play against a Jamaica team without one of their leading scorers so far in the game. There's Coach Moses Johnson looking on. Davis calling out the instructions for the defensive end. This is where the Bahamas have really picked up their game last few minutes. They're going to leave an open man, and Joel Bailey takes advantage. Well, he was the sub in for Cockburn, and it has worked so far for Jamaica. A smaller lineup has generated 2 steals, albeit 2 bad passes, and you can see Bailey knocking down the 3. Bailey now. Sit over. So Facey. They want the ball to go to the inside. That's where they get it. Nice little finish with the left hand for Tyrant Lati Baudier. And this is going to be a steal. Yeah, it is. Jamaica get the possession as the man in, Joel Bailey, once again making it happen. He's got the 3. He's now got a steal as well, making the most of this limited minutes he's had. There's the Lati Baudier on the other end, and now he's going to go for a 3. Can't get it. Facey on the offensive glass. Gives it back to his teammate. And then eventually a foul is called, and it'll be 2 shots to come. Well, Lati Baudier was fouled and will go to the line after being unable to convert the 3. And of course, he said he was one of the players, Lati Baudier, who had a big game in the victory over Puerto Rico. 15 points, 6 rebounds, 3 steals in the second game victory. There he is, knocking down both free throws. There's some space. Whistle though, and it's going to be a blocking foul. I believe. Let's have a look. Thelwell gets beat. Bailey tries to come over, so I call. He wasn't in his cylinder, was he? That right foot was too wide. And so Godfrey Roll will be at the line for 2 here. Jamaica 5-point advantage. Less than 3 minutes to go in this third quarter. And Roll misses the first. It has been a back and forth period, this. 18-16 in favour of Jamaica. Roll makes the second. Can Jamaica stay in the lead with Cockburn on the bench to end this period? Facey gives it to Odige. Odige trying to find somebody now. Facey on the 1 dribble pull-up. He's good. Well, he's come to life. He's the captain for Jamaica. Makes that one. And the defensive levels just improving all the time here for Jamaica. Thelwell trying to guard the ball close. He has to switch. Eventually, Mobley somehow gets it all the way to the ring. I was about to say it's another turnover for the Bahamas, but Mobley just picked up the loose ball, laid it up for 2. He wanted the foul, but isn't going to get it. Makes it a 4-point game. Yeah, lays it up for 2 more. Well, that combination of him and Facey on the inside has meant that they have not missed Kofi Cockburn at all. There's going to be a foul. And team fouls against Jamaica. They've got to stay disciplined. No, there's just no need to commit this personal. Get the score right here. Strong physical move. So then just pick up a cheap foul and put your opponent on the free throw line. Anyway, no. Pretty bit ODA did. Mobley needs to make though. First, bounce is clear. Misses the pair. The 3 is good for Jamaica. What a turnaround, and it's Ordiz to get himself going. Missed his last couple, but a big one now. An important 90 seconds this is for the Bahamas. They trail by 9. They can't get the finish. Miller got all the way to the rim. And here comes the momentum with Jamaica. Can they find Ordiz? She's guarded on that far side. So they'll settle now. Bailey thought about the pass. Smartly held on to it. Facey, a tough 3. Misses everything. And the Bahamas go the other way. Davis, time and space. Nothing but string. An important shot for Rashard Davis. Makes it a 6-point game. Dish gets it across the half. He's called the play. Gives it up to Facey. They've got to be smart as they do go to the inside well. Good pass that time from Facey. 3rd team foul against the Bahamas. So it'll still be a end-line possession for Jamaica rather than shots. Substitutions, and Cockburn's going to come in. Interest in this. Still 45 seconds to go. A lot of trust being faced or placed in Kofi Cockburn, because he will be in for the offensive possession, but he'll have to play the defense as well. And surely the Bahamas will try to attack him, as they're going to have a timeout here. 45 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. It is a 6-point game. It's going to be Bahamas that took this one through. See what they set and see who can manage this last 45 seconds the best. Every second counts, every game counts. In World Cup qualification, we said Jamaica, with victory, would seal their trip into the 2nd round, but will carry forward any results. So they will not want to lose here. As they get it in, Ordiz will go for a quick 3, and he's going to be, no, an offensive foul. He's going to say he was fouled, but the referee right in front of it is going to call Ordiz for his action in trying to get the foul called. He's going to go against him. See if Cockburn gets brought out. He does. So that's the one thing that works for Jamaica. They can bring the big man out of the game. I mean, that he won't get his 4th personal foul. Some words between Miller and Bailey there. See the words, a little bit of lip reading from the official. He said the ball had gone and therefore it is not an offensive foul, it is no possession, and because there was no possession for Ordige, what it means is his foul goes to team fouls, and Jamaica being over the limit there means this will be 2 shots for the Bahamas. If it had been judged an offensive foul, then that would not have been shots. So that is why Davis walks to the rim here. And walks to the line and takes 2 free throws. And he fails to convert the first. It has been an Achilles heel for both these 2 teams. 5 of 10 for the Bahamas. 6 of 11 for Jamaica, which is incredible considering the way they've both shot the 3 for the game here tonight. So 1 of 2. It's a 5-point game. Jamaica have the opportunity to run the clock here. Bailey stops, goes, nice little pass. Facey draws a lot of attention, nearly turns it over, does turn it over. It is going to be Bahamas ball. So they're asking for a coach's challenge here. This may well get overturned. Do you want to use it at this stage is the question. Jamaica will. So they're going to send the teams to the benches. The referees will go to the monitors and we'll have a check. I've got to say, first look, I felt like this is a good challenge for Jamaica in terms of getting the call overturned. Another thing to consider is the 24-second shot clock as well, and what happens, where that will get sent by the referees when they check this one. So can't hear the referees and don't believe. You have to see some of the replays. And we'll be able to judge, did they get the call right? Get to see it there. Does look like it's off Davis, but remember, you have to have definitive evidence in order to overturn the call. This is going to be a better angle for us. Oh, well, it did touch. Jamaican player as well, I think, there. Definitely touched by Davis. Was it touched by the Latibadier as well? See what the officials have to say. Is it going to stay with Bahamas possession, or will it be overturned? It's going to stay as it is. It will stay with Bahamas possession, so Jamaica lose the challenge. Let's see, it means they have none remaining for the game. Until we'll bring it in. Bahamas have had an opportunity to draw something up here as they give it to Davis. Davis now. Surely he's got to go through Miller. Miller's going to screen for him. Defense is really fixated on Miller, so Davis goes one-on-one. Can't finish. Rebound taken in from Jamaica. They can hold for the final shot here. And they have to hurry as they get it to the inside, and they are fouled. There'll be 2 shots, but still 8 seconds left for Bahamas. They've not done a great job, Jamaica. They did similar, if you remember, to finish the half. Cockburn went early, he got the score, but then they gave up points on the other end. It's a good move, earning himself that trip to the line. Good Bailey. He's got to make his free throws. This is the first. Makes the second, but plenty of time here for the Bahamas. Miller has it. Miller trying to find some room, spins, stops, fires, got some space, and he knocks it down. So we said, you know, the end game management there, end of quarter, not great from Jamaica. They scored one, gave up two. So net loss for them in that final 30 seconds. Here you see Miller just got so much time, even with a little stumble, and gets that separation to knock down the jumper, and he'll make it a 4-point game. So at three-quarter time, Jamaica 81, Bahamas 77. We'll see this numbers starting to come down from three-point range for Jamaica. Bahamas still shooting it very well indeed. Both teams, we said, have struggled from that free throw line. Quarter best plays. Up and down quarter. Well, Bahamas got some momentum. Kofi Cockburn had to go out despite dominating here as he picked up his third foul. And then you wondered if the Bahamas would start to run away with it. Things like that from Miller. An inspired defensive performance from Jamaica to the back end of that third quarter. Specifically after that timeout that was called there. Saw them get right back into the game and re-establish their lead. Actually took the quarter 26-24 as it remains high scoring here. The addition of Joel Bailey really helped. 4 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists for him in less than 8 minutes of play. And that inside duo, Facey and Tyron Batibodier, really did do a good job for Jamaica with the absence of Kofi Cockburn. So we have 10 minutes left. Jamaica 10 minutes away for qualifying from the second round. They lead by 4 here. Can they finish this game and move to 3-0, or will the Bahamas get their first victory of World Cup qualification? Opening possession is for the Bahamas. They're trying to go to the inside. They give it to Miller. Tavario Miller spinning, losing it, picks it up. Still got 7 on the clock. Takes the fading shot. Doesn't go. Excellent work from Davis to nearly pick up the offensive rebound. But Jamaica escaped with another defensive stop. And now Chase Uldish has it. Bahamas getting possession again. Miller has the ball. 23 on the game for him. Falls to the floor. Jamaica have some numbers. They've got to finish. One pass too many, perhaps. Can they get the score? No. Oh, opportunity missed for Jamaica. Will they be punished by the Bahamas? They get it over to Miller. His 3, thought about it too long. Good offensive rebound. Mobley eventually lays it up. And Jamaica will rue the mistake on the other end, as they just played hot potato. Nobody wanted to finish. So we see the 5 on the floor for Jamaica here. There's Uldish with the ball over to Thomas. Thomas Seeing this zone in front of him and a lot of room for Cockburn. His finish doesn't go. 2 point-blank opportunities, last 2 possessions for Jamaica. And Bahamas have a chance to tie the game or take the lead on the 3. You don't get it to go. Some tired legs out there as a foul is called, blocking, and the energy of Lahi Baudier has won the battle there. So he will be at the line for 2 shots. Lahi Baudier. 12 points for him. Averaged 15 a game. In fact, scored 15 in both games against Puerto Rico. In that November window. Makes number 1 here. As his coach looks on, Coach Turner. That's the second. To a 4-point game. Miller. Goes to Mobley. Mobley has the mismatch against Udish. Cockburn there waiting. Bahamas have some room. Can they find the open man? Miller was free. Mobley takes it. Perhaps he should have moved it on. Miller, the hot hand, had the space, but a foul called against Jamaica. Question is, who's that against? It was on the rebounding. And that is Cockburn. That's number 4. Let's have a see. No, it was called against Thomas. So just his second. And it comes to set a screen as the 3 doesn't go. And Jamaica snatch in the rebound. Farewell. Good point guard play, not in any hurry. Steadies everything. And with this little lead, gets him into the set. Thomas glides in, takes the bump and is fouled. Late call, but the right call. Thomas will be at the line for 2 here. Good work from Thomas. Gets himself that trip to the line now. He's got to make the 2. Thomas from the line doesn't get the first to go. The score tracker. It's been all about Jamaica. They took the lead towards the back end of that second quarter and not looked back. They've had it up to 6 a few times. The lead is at 5 right now, but it could be brought back as Miller gets it to go. Three-point game. Cockburn has it. Trying to respond on the inside. He is fouled, so he'll be at the line. Well, Jamaica are shooting just 10 of 17 from the line. Not a bad tactic to continue to foul them, see if they can go 1 of 2. Especially if you can trade the free throw for a 3-point shot the other end, the way the Bahamas have done. 11 made 3s for them. There's the miss they wanted. You can see a little fist pump from Miller. At the bottom of your picture there. Second free throw as Cockburn has that double-double, 17 points and 10 rebounds for him. Make it 18 now on the important second free throw. Miller using this high screen. And he draws the switch against Cockburn. Will he try to rise up and shoot over the top? He attacks him. Takes the contact, can't finish. Good defense from Cockburn. Got the stop and also didn't commit the foul as Jamaica come the other way. Nearly lose it. They do lose it. And there's going to be a run out here. Miller has it rejected. It's going to be a goaltend though. Yeah, it hit the backboard. Good hustle back. Miller was too far ahead of everybody. Poor turnover for Jamaica then. Freebie points for the Bahamas. You can see, yeah, ball clearly touches the backboard before Thomas is able to get there. So good effort from him. Just not quite there in time. Farewell for three. Gets it to go. Huge shot for Jamaica. The lead had been brought back to just two. They need a stop though, as it's tipped out. Smith had a little bit of room. Good defensive recovery from Jamaica there. Miller looking to bring it in. Finds Tavario Miller. Now Franco has it. Dances, gets to his left. Lovely soft touch from Franco Miller. 27 now for him. As he makes it a three-point game. We approach midway through this fourth and final quarter. You see all the attention on Cockburn. Finds the far side. The shot doesn't go for Thomas and bounces clear. We'll be back to the Bahamas with a chance to tie with a three. We wouldn't put it past them the way they have shot the ball in this game so far. Especially this man in Miller. Nice pass, and Tavario Miller gets it down the middle. Slams it home for the easy two to make it a one-point game. Poor defensive breakdown from Jamaica there. Now Facey has it, reverses it to Thomas. Thomas looking to the inside, pass deflected as he tried to find Ordiz. Here he is now, comes up short. Missed a lot of those short in the second half as Ordiz. Miller finds some room, goes all the way, kicks it for an open three. That bounces clear. It was a great look for Smith. Farewell's runner misses everything, goes out of bounds, will be off of a Bahamas player last though. So stays with Jamaica to be brought in from the end line. There you see the nice feed from Franco Miller to find the rolling Tavario. As the jumper is good. That man, Bailey, once again. To the bench, comes back in and now makes an instant impact once more. 6 points for him. Miller sets the feet, fires the three, doesn't go. Bahamas get another one with Clark. His three misses, but third attempt is a tip home for Mobley that is good. Makes it that one-point game once more. Nice ball movement for Jamaica, but the driving finish doesn't go for Ordiz, and then a foul is going to be called against Jamaica, just their second team foul. So Bahamas will have the end line possession and a chance to take the lead here. And we'll have a timeout first of all. Second of the second half called by the Bahamas. 3:51 to go, and it is a one-point game. the scoring breakdown. Bahamas have got themselves back in it. Despite the fact, you know, they've never won a quarter. They trail by just 1 point here. And a chance to take the lead with a score. See the numbers there. 2 timeouts left for Jamaica, 1 for the Bahamas now. That's how important a possession this is for the team. So surely that man will be involved. Franco Miller, the lead scorer of the America Cup 2025. Isaiah Mobley has 8 points, 6 rebounds, 2 assists for him. Done a good job, solid all-round game for him. But Miller is the offensive firepower. Here he is. High screen. Gets it back now. Looks to attack. Ball slips away from him. So gives it up to Clark. Clark will take the tough 3 and buries it. Bahamas have the lead. Big time shot from Gerwin Clark. And how will Jamaica respond now? They're looking to go to Coburn. Coburn has it. Double teamed. Goes cross court, nearly taken away by Davis. Tipped out of bounds, the shot clock gets down to 5 though. Low clock for Jamaica. Trying to bring Odish high off the elevator screen. He was open, but he went the other way. A pass from Bailey. Trying to find Thurwell. He was tipped out of bounds, so now 4.6. They get it to Cockburn. He's got to go quickly, and he is fouled. Great work with not a lot of time from Kofi Cockburn. Two shots now for the big man. Played college basketball at the University of Illinois. So it's Kofi Cockburn, and he made a name for himself. There, as he now plays for the Hiroshima Dragonflies in Japan. Just 1 of 2 for him. He knew it was off the moment it came out of his hands. Tried to chase it down. Didn't get there in time, so it remains a Bahamas lead with possession now. Miller gives it back to Clark. Clark skips it. Mobley for 3. Doesn't go, but Davis is there. He's been a great energy guy. Has Davis done a lot of dirty work for this team as Miller's jumper is rejected. He'll get it back now. Still got 5 seconds. Miller challenges Cockburn at the rim and lays it up, flexes the guns to show he's too strong. And it was a strong finish over the top to give his team the 3-point lead now. Odish guarded by Miller, has some room. Stops beyond the 3-point line, is short again. Falls back to Jamaica, another miss. But a foul is called on the boards. Looks like we're going to stay here. Odish wasn't the man who was fouled. He looked like he was going to win the rebound. But I think the foul was called away from that, as we see Miller taking it straight at the shot blocking force of Cockburn. It will be shots here. There'll be Cockburn at the line. He was the man fouled, and he just went 1 of 2. This is the first again. So good foul really for the Bahamas. As we said earlier, keep trading 1 point at this end for 2 the other. Great way to continue to extend that lead, especially with time getting so short. Cockburn makes the second. 94-92. Possession with the Bahamas though. And they bring Tavario Miller out to screen. Tough shot from Clark. Nobody else touches it except for Clark. And he comes away with nothing. Chance to tie here. The driving finish bounces clear, fight for the rebound. Who's going to win it? It's Jamaica. And 2 shots to come. Because anytime there's a loose ball, it feels like Tyron, the Latibaudiere, is going to win that challenge. He gets the loose ball after missing the opening drive. AC couldn't get that one to go, stays with it, gets the offensive rebound, earns his way to the free throw line, but now it's his challenge to make 2 of 2, something that Jamaica just haven't done particularly well here tonight. 13 of 23 as a team. Anati Baudiere knocks down number 1. Now steadies himself to tie the game. And he's got to his 15-point mark. He misses that one. Just 1 of 2 yet again for Jamaica. 3 of their last 6 in the last minute as Miller spins away from his man. Can't finish. The offensive rebound is put home by Tavario Miller. Well, Franco Miller took so many defenders to stop him. And then his big man was wide open as the quick 3 doesn't go. And Bahamas don't need to rush here. They can take the full 24. They've got the lead by 3. Will reach 1 minute to go as Clark is now fouled by the Jamaican defender. It is Facey that commits it. Not team fouls yet, so 1:05 as the shot clock is reset to 14 for the Bahamas. What an opportunity this is for them. 0-2 coming into tonight. Jamaica 2-0. It will be Davis to bring it in. Everybody guarded, deflected into the backcourt. Shot clock winding down. It's hit 10. Clark's going to have to go quickly. He's got some room to attack though. Clark crosses over, has it rejected. Play continues and the shot clock's been reset. So we're going to get this one checked. But the Bahamas picked up the ball. But nobody from Jamaica had the ball in 2 hands, had possession. So referees took this one over. They're going to surely go to the monitor. Yeah. Now go check this one out. The shot clock was winding down. It looked as though Jamaica were going to have it, but they didn't get possession. And then the Bahamas picked up the ball, and the shot clock at that point should have just continued to run and then been expired. Here we see it. Oh, the ball is picked up with 2 hands by the Bahamas there, but the shot clock should still be running down. So you can see 4 seconds on the shot clock there. The ball does not hit the rim. So after this, referees need to see, well, first of all, does the ball hit the rim here? That's the first look for them. I don't think there's a question that it does. No. So the shot clock continues to wind down. Nobody has possession for Jamaica at this point. But surely they're going to run it forward to check. No. So let's see what happens. So they've put the clock to 1.7 seconds, as you can see there. That's how the referees must have had a different picture than we saw. They said when the whistle was stopped, or the whistle stopped play. Oh no, now the clock's been changed again. It will remain with Bahamas. The shot clock did not expire. They've put some time back on the clock. They're just trying to work the clock to the right time here. It is an important moment. So 1.9. Bahamas will bring it in. If they can get the ball to hit the rim, there'll be time off the clock for them. Nobody's really free. They eventually find Miller. He got a pretty good look, and Miller makes it! Incredible shot for Franco Miller. Will that seal the game? It's a 6-point lead now. Bahamas, they need a stop. They're going to get it as it goes out of bounds, but Jamaica will get one final chance as the Bahamas still have their challenge. The challenge, though, will give a free timeout to Jamaica while the referees go and watch this one. Well, what a three that was from Franco Miller. Moves himself to 32 points on the game, 5 assists. He had just 1.9 seconds. He got a great look at a three, and it was a real breakdown defensively from Jamaica to give him that much time and space, especially Miller, of everybody in the game. 32 for him, and it is now a 6-point lead for the Bahamas. As we try to figure out whose possession this will be. Originally it was given to Jamaica. If it stays with them, they'll have a chance. If it is overruled and given to the Bahamas, an opportunity. There's the finish for Miller. Like I said, he was able to turn and fire with nobody near him. Now you didn't get a challenge on that shot. It would be something the Jamaican players ask themselves. Let's have another look at this one. Well, I think that's off the Bahamas. I think that's Jamaican ball. Does it hit anyone on the way out? Oh, well, off the hip and then off the hand. I think that's going to be Jamaican ball. Let's have a look, see what the officials decide over this one. It is going to be possession for Bahamas then. So, coach's challenge was successful. Bahamas will get the possession here. They've got a 6-point lead. They have to get the ball in safely. Jamaica, they probably need to foul. Both teams have struggled from the free throw line. Bahamas just 6 of 11. What an opportunity this is for the Bahamas. Mobley, the entry man, struggling to get it inbound, goes up high, he's going to turn it over. So good defense from Jamaica. Looking for a three, they get it to Odij, and he knocks it down. Timeout Jamaica. After the foul against Chase Odige. .8 seconds. Three-point game then. Bahamas trying to seal it, 99-96. Remember, every point counts. These two teams will face off again in this international window, trying to win the head-to-head as well. Bahamas must get the ball inbound safely. Jamaica trying to get the 5-second violation. They'll go long smartly. It's tipped. It stays with Bahamas. Time runs out as well. So we're now down to .5. No challenge left for Jamaica. So they can't ask the officials to look at it. It's now .5 on the clock. Bahamas have to get it in. They do so. And so that is going to be the end of the game, and it is a famous victory for the Bahamas, their first of World Cup qualification on the road to Qatar 27. There is the confirmation. Jamaica 96, Bahamas 99. A big fourth quarter from the Bahamas sees them win this one. 22-15 it was for them in that final period. And that huge momentum-shifting three from Franco Miller with 1.8 seconds remaining on the shot clock really was a turning point. It gave his team the 6-point lead. And frustration for Jamaica. Their opportunity to wrap up their passageway into the second round was taken away from them. There are the numbers for both sides. Rebounding battle in favor of the Bahamas as well. But, you know, the next caption, the star man really, as the game went on, was Franco Miller. 32 points for him to lead all scorers. He eclipsed the 27 of Chase Odige on the other side. And a very impressive scoring game for both those two guys. Here you see that finish from Miller in the fourth quarter, and it was all about Franco Miller. He got the finish there. Another one here that didn't drop, but he took so much attention, and this was the game-changing play. Up 3 with just a second to go on the shot clock. Miller found the time and space to get the shot away and gave his team the 6-point advantage that there was no way back for Jamaica. So what does that mean for the standings? It means a first victory for the Bahamas. They will move to 1 win and 2 losses. For Jamaica, they will drop to 2 wins and 1 loss. And as I mentioned, the second game in this international window for both of these two teams is going to be interesting. The Bahamas will travel to Puerto Rico with a big game for them on Sunday night. And on the other side for Jamaica, they will face off against Canada for the first time here in Kingston on Sunday as well. So it is a victory for the Bahamas to get their qualification hopes underway. Jamaica fall here as the final score is Bahamas 99, Jamaica 96.